If you're a Canadian senior struggling with rising costs, I need you to listen carefully to what I'm about to tell you. The government has just announced new cost of living relief measures that could put hundreds, even thousands of dollars back into your pocket this year. But here's the problem. Many seniors have no idea these benefits exist and they're missing out on money they're entitled to. So, if you're over 65 and living in Canada, the next few minutes could literally change your financial situation. Let's get into the full details right now. When you go to the grocery store, you're probably noticing that your usual shopping trip now costs 30, 40, even 50% more than it did just a couple of years ago. Your heating bills have gone up, your property taxes have increased, prescription medications seem to cost more every time you refill them. And if you're living on a fixed income from pensions or retirement savings, you're feeling the squeeze more than most Canadians. You worked your entire lives, paid your taxes, and built this country. You deserve to retire with dignity and financial security. That's why these new relief measures are so important, and that's why I want to make absolutely sure you understand every single benefit you're entitled to. The first major relief measure, the enhancement to old age security. If you're 65 or older, you're likely already receiving old age security or OAS. But what many people don't realize is that there have been significant increases to this benefit, and there are additional top-ups available depending on your age and income. Here's what you need to know. If you're between 65 and 74 years old, your maximum monthly OAS payment has increased to over $700. Are you missing out on hundreds of dollars in government benefits you've earned? If you're a Canadian senior, staying informed could put over $9,200 a year in your pocket. But here's where it gets even better. If you're 75 or older, you're entitled to an even higher amount. The government recognized that older seniors often face higher expenses, so they increased the OAS payment by an additional 10% for everyone 75 and up. Let me break down what this means in real dollars. If you're 75 or older and receiving the maximum OAS, you're now getting over $770 per month. That's more than $9,200 per year. Compared to what the payment was just a few years ago, this represents an increase of hundreds of dollars annually. And this isn't a one-time payment. This is money you'll receive every single month for the rest of your life. But there's more to this. These OAS payments are indexed to inflation. That means every 3 months the government reviews the cost of living and adjusts your payment accordingly. So when prices go up, your OAS payment goes up too. This automatic adjustment helps protect your purchasing power and ensures that your benefit keeps pace with the rising costs you're facing at the grocery store. Now, I know some of you might be thinking, this sounds great, but I'm not receiving the maximum amount. That's okay. The percentage increase applies across the board. If your income is decreased, you might be entitled to more than you're currently getting. It's worth checking your situation with Service Canada at 1-800-277-9914 to make sure you're receiving everything you're owed. Now, let's talk about the Guaranteed Income Supplement, or GIS. This is absolutely critical for lower-income seniors, and the increases to this benefit are substantial. If you're unfamiliar with GIS, it's an additional monthly payment that goes to OAS recipients who have little or no other income. It is specifically designed to help you. Don't leave money on the table. Subscribe and click the bell icon for weekly updates on your Canadian senior benefits. I'll see you in the next one. And the recent enhancements make a real difference. Here's how GIS works. The amount you receive depends on your income and your marital status. If you're single and have very low income, you could receive over $1,000 per month in GIS on top of your OAS payment. Think about that. That's over $12,000 per year in additional support. For couples where both partners are receiving OAS, you could each receive several hundred per month in GIS depending on your combined income. The threshold for qualifying has also been adjusted. This means that even if you have some income from other sources, like a small pension or part-time work, you might still qualify for at least a partial GIS payment. The government uses a sliding scale, so the less income you have, the more GIS you receive. And here's something really important. Certain types of income don't count when they calculate your GIS eligibility. For example, up to $5,000 per year of employment income is exempt, and up to $10,000 if you're in a couple. What does this mean for you? It means that if you want to work part-time or do some occasional work to supplement your income, you can earn a bit of money without it affecting your GIS payment. This gives you more flexibility and control over your financial situation. But here's where many seniors are leaving money on the table. GIS is not automatic for everyone. Even if you're receiving OAS, you need to apply for GIS separately, and you need to renew your application every year by filing your income tax return. Yes, even if you have very little income, you must file a tax return every year to continue receiving GIS. If you don't file, your GIS payments will stop. So please make sure you're filing your taxes every single year, even if you think you don't owe anything or don't have much income to report. This simple step ensures you keep receiving the benefits you're entitled to. The Canada Pension Plan Adjustment. Let's move on to the Canada Pension Plan, or CPP. If you worked in Canada and contributed to CPP during your working years, you're receiving a monthly CPP retirement pension. And there's good news here too. These payments have also been increased to help offset the rising cost of living. CPP benefits are indexed to inflation, which means they automatically increase each year based on the Consumer Price Index. Over the past few years, inflation has been higher than normal, which means your CPP has received larger than usual increases. For many seniors, their CPP payment has gone up by several percentage points, which translates to real dollars in your pocket every month. Let me give you an example. If you were receiving $800 per month in CPP, a 5% increase would add $40 per month to your payment. That's $480 per year. And if you're receiving a larger CPP payment, the dollar increase is even more significant. Someone receiving the maximum CPP could see their monthly payment increase by $60 or $70 with just 1 year's inflation adjustment. Now here's something else you should know about CPP. If you delayed taking your CPP past age 65, you're receiving a permanently higher monthly payment. For every month you delay past 65 up to age 70, your CPP increases by 0.7%. That adds up to 42% more per year, or a total increase of 210% if you wait until 70. So, if you delayed your CPP, you made a smart decision, and you're now benefiting from both that higher base amount and the annual inflation increases on top of it. There's also an important point about CPP that affects your overall financial picture. CPP is taxable income, but it's also pensionable income. This means it can help you build up additional pension credits if you're still working. And unlike OAS, CPP is not clawed back at higher income levels, so no matter how much other income you have, you'll always receive your full CPP amount. Subscribe for more weekly updates on your benefits, provincial and territorial top-ups. Now, let's talk about something that varies depending on where you live: provincial and territorial benefit programs. Many provinces and territories offer additional financial support for seniors on top of the federal benefits we've already discussed. These programs have different names and different eligibility requirements depending on where you live, but they all serve the same purpose: to help seniors with the cost of living. If you live in Ontario, there's the Ontario Senior Homeowners Property Tax Grant and the Ontario Senior Public Transit Tax Credit. These credits can save you hundreds of dollars per year on your property taxes and transit costs. And there's also the Guaranteed Annual Income System, which provides additional monthly payments to low-income seniors. In British Columbia, seniors can benefit from the BC Senior Supplement, which provides up to several hundred per year in additional support. There's also the BC Renters Tax Credit and the Northern and Rural Homeowner Benefit, which provide tax relief for seniors living in specific situations. Alberta offers the Alberta Seniors Benefit, which includes help with health costs, accommodation costs, and dental and optical coverage. This program is income tested, so lower income seniors receive more support. Quebec has the age credit and other provincial tax measures specifically designed to reduce the tax burden on seniors. There's also support for prescription medications through the Provincial Drug Insurance Plan. The Atlantic provinces, Nova Scotia, New Brunswick, Prince Edward Island, and Newfoundland and Labrador each have their own senior benefit programs. These include heating assistance programs, which are particularly important given the cold winters in these regions, and property tax rebates for senior homeowners. The Prairie provinces, Manitoba and Saskatchewan, offer similar programs, including heating credits, education property tax credits, and senior income supplements. And in the territories, Yukon, Northwest Territories, and Nunavut, there are even more generous programs to help offset the higher cost of living in northern Canada. These include substantial supplements to federal benefits and additional support for heating, housing, and other essential costs. Here's the key point I want you to understand. These provincial and territorial programs are in addition to your federal benefits. You can receive OASGIS and CPP from the federal government and still qualify for provincial support, but you have to apply for these programs. They don't happen automatically, so take the time to research what's available in your province or territory and make sure you're applying for everything you're entitled to. The grocery rebate and one-time payments. Let me tell you about some one-time payments and rebates that have been issued to help seniors deal with the immediate cost of living crisis. The government has recognized that many seniors need help right now. While long-term increases to regular benefits are important, many seniors need help right now with the sudden spike in costs. The grocery rebate is one example. This was a one-time payment designed to help low and modest income Canadians, including seniors. If you qualified for the GST/HST credit, you likely received this payment automatically. For single seniors, this payment was several hundred. For senior couples, it was even more. There have also been other one-time payments and cost of living relief measures announced at both levels. These change from year to year depending on budgets, but the important thing is to stay informed. Many of these payments are automatic if you filed your taxes, but some require separate applications. This brings me to a critical point that I can't stress enough. You must file your income tax return every year, even if you have very little income and even if you don't think you owe any tax. Don't forget to subscribe and click the bell icon for weekly updates on your benefits. See you next time. Filing your tax return is how the government determines your eligibility for most benefits. It's how they calculate your GS. It's how they determine if you qualify for the GST, HST credit, and one-time payments like the grocery rebate. And it's how they assess your eligibility for provincial and territorial programs. If you haven't been filing your taxes, you've probably been missing out on thousands of dollars in benefits. The good news is that you can file back taxes for previous years and potentially receive retroactive payments. But don't wait. The sooner you get caught up on your tax filings, the sooner you can start receiving all the benefits you're entitled to. The GST HST credit enhancement. Speaking of the GST HST credit, let's talk about the enhancements to this benefit. The GST HST credit is a quarterly payment designed to offset the sales tax that lower-income Canadians pay on their purchases. For seniors with modest incomes, this credit has been increased to provide more support. If you're single and have low income, you could receive over $500 per year through the GST HST credit. If you're married or in a common law relationship, you could receive even more as a couple. These payments come every 3 months in January, April, July, and October, and they're deposited directly into your bank account. If you've set up direct deposit with the Canada Revenue Agency, the income threshold for this credit has been adjusted upward, which means more seniors now qualify. Even if you have some income from pensions or other sources, you might still be eligible for at least a partial credit. And remember, this credit is in addition to all the other benefits we've discussed. It's not an either-or situation. You can receive OAS, GIS, provincial supplements, and the GST HST credit all at the same time. Dental care coverage for seniors. Now, I want to talk about one of the most significant new benefits for Canadian seniors, the Canadian Dental Care Plan. For many seniors, dental care has been completely unaffordable. Unlike medical care, dental services aren't covered by provincial health plans, and many seniors don't have private insurance. This has meant that countless seniors have been living with dental problems because they simply can't afford treatment. The Canadian Dental Care Plan is changing this. This new program provides dental coverage for uninsured Canadians with family incomes under $90,000 per year, and seniors are among the first groups to gain access to this coverage. Here's how it works. If you're a senior and you don't have private dental insurance and your household income is below the threshold, you can apply for coverage under this plan. The plan covers a wide range of dental services, including preventive care like cleanings and checkups, restorative work like fillings and crowns, and even more complex procedures like root canals and dentures. The amount you pay out of pocket depends on your income. If your household income is under $70,000, you'll have no co-payments. Your dental care will be completely covered. If your income is between $70,000 and $80,000, you'll pay a 40% co-payment. And if your income is between $80,000 and $90,000, you'll pay a 60% co-payment. Even with a co-payment, this is still a massive savings compared to paying the full cost of dental care yourself. Think about what this means for your health and your wallet. Regular dental care can prevent serious health problems. Untreated dental issues can lead to infections, difficulty eating, and even heart problems. Now you can get the care you need without worrying about whether you can afford it, and you won't have to choose between dental care and other essential expenses like groceries or medications. To access this benefit, you need to apply. The application process is straightforward, and you can do it online or by phone. Once you're enrolled, you'll receive a coverage card that you can use at participating dentists across Canada, and the enrollment is ongoing. So even if you didn't apply right away when the program launched, you can still apply now. If you need help with the application, Service Canada can assist you. You can also get help from community organizations, senior centers, or even your local library. Don't let the application process intimidate you. The benefit is absolutely worth it. Let's talk about prescription medications, because this is another area where costs have been rising and where there's help available. While Canada doesn't yet have a universal pharmacare program, there are several programs that help seniors afford their medications. First, most provinces and territories have drug benefit programs specifically for seniors. These programs vary by province, but they generally provide coverage for prescription medications once you reach a certain age, usually 65. Some provinces charge a small annual deductible or co-payment, while others provide coverage with no out-of-pocket costs for low-income seniors. For example, Ontario has the Ontario Drug Benefit Program, which covers seniors for most prescription medications. You pay a small dispensing fee and a co-payment per prescription, but these costs are capped based on your income. If you're receiving GIS, your co-payment is reduced to just a couple of dollars per prescription. British Columbia has Fair Pharmacare, which is an income-based plan. The amount you pay depends on your family income, and low-income seniors receive very comprehensive coverage. Other provinces have similar programs. The key is to register for your province's senior drug plan as soon as you turn 65 or as soon as you move to a new province. Don't assume you're automatically enrolled. In most cases, you need to apply. There are also additional programs that can help with the cost of specific medications. If you need very expensive medications that aren't fully covered by your provincial plan, there are exceptional access programs. These special authorization processes can help. Your doctor or pharmacist can assist you with these applications. And here's another tip. Always ask your pharmacist about generic alternatives. Generic medications have the same active ingredients as brand-name drugs, but cost much less. In many cases, your pharmacist can automatically substitute a generic version unless your doctor specifies otherwise. This can save you significant money on your co-payments and deductibles. Housing costs are often the single biggest expense for seniors. So let's talk about the support available. Whether you own your home or rent, there are programs that can help reduce your housing costs. For senior homeowners, property tax is often a major concern. Many municipalities offer tax deferral programs. These programs allow you to defer paying taxes until you sell your home or pass away. The deferred taxes plus interest are paid from the sale proceeds. This provides significant cash flow relief. There are also property tax grant programs in some provinces that provide direct reductions in your bill. These are usually income tested. Contact your municipal tax office or provincial ministry to find out more. For seniors who rent, there are rental assistance programs in most provinces providing monthly payments. The amount varies, but it can be several hundred as a direct payment or a tax credit. There are also affordable housing programs specifically for seniors with rent geared to income. This means you pay a percentage of your income. The wait list for these units can be long. For more information, call Service Canada at 1-800-277-9914. Call MIDM morning, midweek for the shortest wait times. So, if you're interested in this type of housing, it's worth getting your name on the waiting list as soon as possible. Heating and electricity costs have risen dramatically, and this is hitting seniors particularly hard. Fortunately, there are several programs designed to help with energy costs. Many provinces offer energy assistance programs for low-income households, including seniors. These programs might provide a direct rebate on your energy bills or a one-time payment to help with winter heating costs or assistance with energy efficiency upgrades to your home. For example, some provinces offer grants to help seniors upgrade their homes with better insulation, more efficient windows, or new heating systems. These upgrades can significantly reduce your energy costs over time, and the grants cover a substantial portion of the cost. There are also federal programs like the Canada Greener Homes Grant, which provides funding for energy efficiency improvements. While this program is available to all homeowners, it's particularly beneficial for seniors who are living on fixed incomes and struggling with high energy bills. Additionally, many utility companies offer payment assistance programs for customers who are having difficulty paying their bills. If you're behind on your energy bills or struggling to keep up, contact your utility company to ask about payment plans or assistance programs. Many companies have programs specifically for seniors and will work with you to find a solution. Getting around becomes more challenging as we age, and transportation costs can add up quickly. The good news is that there are several programs that help seniors with transportation costs. Almost every province and territory offers reduced fares or free transit for seniors on public transportation. In some cities, seniors ride completely free on buses, trains, and subways. In others, seniors receive a significant discount, often 50% or more off the regular fare. Don't forget to subscribe and click the bell icon for weekly updates on the Canadian benefits you've worked hard to earn. To access these discounts, you usually need to apply for a senior transit card or pass. The requirements vary by municipality, but it's typically just a matter of showing proof of age and residence. Once you have your senior pass, you can use it every time you take public transit. Some provinces also offer transportation tax credits that you can claim on your income tax return. These credits provide a refund for a portion of your public transit costs. Keep your transit receipts and claim them when you file your taxes. For seniors in rural areas where public transit isn't available, there are often community transportation programs run by local seniors organizations or municipalities. These programs provide rides to medical appointments, grocery,